Okay.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello.
Maryanto. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, how are you today? Have you breakfast already?
Kind of just a conflict, like Western style, and just that, and a little bit of coffee. Yeah, that
Oh,
should be fine. Yeah.
nice. Me too.
So, how are you?
Yeah, I just eat some Western style bread and then also coffee. It's very nice.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, just preparing all the stuff in my studio and then now we met. I think,
Yeah. Now I see this is background you. This is a drawing, right?
yes, this is the work that I'm gonna show. This is on
Wow.
the process. So you can see this.
Wow. It's huge.
Yeah, it's about 2 meter by one half, yes, 2 meter by one half.
Uh-huh. Uh.
It's yeah, I'm going to show like the texture and then the feeling of the uh, sand mining, the Merapi.
Mm.
Actually, if you see this, you can see like this is the layer of the eruption of Merapi.
I see.
Yeah, so actually people live in the top like that, and then the sand mining like digging and then carving the hill or the river, and then
Mm.
you see actually there is a different layer. So the different
Mm.
is mean like different eruption. So
Mm.
talking about the layer of the eruption, actually like around the Merapi, when people build the house or something, sometimes they found something underground, like temple, like that.
Temple.
Yes, there's a
Wow.
temple. So
Uh-huh.
temple actually they found when they digging the land.
So
Yeah.
I share by my side. Um, so I share this screen first. So I mean, in Mekong River
Mm.
is also something happen because this is moving every time, every season, and it's have a flood season. So
Mm.
somehow this is flood. This is so heavy. Some temple nearby the river, this is collapse or erosion.
Ah.
So this that's why also there is some gigantic tree. This is falling down to the river, but since we believe since the dam was built, is no flooding. So in fact, this help people to be insure themselves to be how to say, not get this disaster of the flooding. But
Mm.
we have another disaster is low fertilizing of the river that you saw this we call blue Mekong is
Ah.
mean when Mekong is going to be clear color and is less of the fertilizing is mean less of the living in the river in the water.
Mm.
Normally Mekong river have to be color like brownish or red that full of this fertilizing or diatom of many shrimp or something like that, and it's going to be a continuous to the fish to the something is out of that letter. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
That's
and it's
why
dry.
the color changes.
Yes, right, right.
Yeah.
But some people is not understand this. They came and they said, "Wow, it's so beautiful, Mekong. It's like the color of the how to say the swimming pool or something like that." And this is oh, wow, this is disaster. Yeah.
Actually, that the absence of the living thing.
Yes, right, right. The the recent of the photo. This is on 2015. It showed this is how this that's before this the dam this was built. Uh, show something this like a biodiversity. These people this is are happy, but this they also this still afraid about the flood. It's also have a problem on there that area. It's like every time this when the raining season,
Mm.
the boat alongside of the river may be disappearing
Ah.
because the flood is hit. Like I said to you, it's like some temple or some house nearby the river
Mm.
is disappear. The level of the flood is can be high, like up to 15-meter high. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, area side. This is, I can show you another thing. Okay, this is recent picture that I got from my friend who live in nearby the river.
Mm.
That you can see is the water is very clear.
Mm.
It's abnormal. It's not normal. I mean, there's normally this the color is like brownish, and you cannot see this is underground underneath of this the river. It's quite thick color like that. Yeah. Now it's really clear. Yeah. Uh, so that my side, but it's for about the Indonesia side. Um, for about I heard about the story of this a guy a shaman
Mm-hmm.
who living near, but this not Merapi. Not sure this which the volcano. This he come to pray to stop the anger of the god. It's also used in Merapi.
Mm-hmm. For me, like, it's possible, like, because someone, when someone like really interesting, not interesting, so their life is only about connection with the nature, with the mountain. They know the situation about that. But actually, like, what I believe, like, it's not about the magic, but it's about the understanding and then the reading of the nature spirit. I don't believe like the magic, but I believe about the power of the knowledge and understanding, and then also what is called suggestion or praying, offering. Like, I believe that when we know about the about the nature, and then we understand how to react or how to relate, like that. I think mostly like shaman, when I read about the shaman in the volcano, they don't say that I will taking care of you, but they will say that I will talk uh, with the spirit, like with the god. So it's like a diplomacy.
Mm.
In Merapi, we believe that Merapi very freedom doing everything like they want to do, but we don't have uh, we don't have authority to say, please Merapi stop to eruption.
I see.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
But the shaman always said, talking about, we want to talk with the Merapi. We will talk with the Merapi. So
Uh-huh.
then they will say that Merapi give the answer like this. So we have to be this, and this, like that.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me about the economic related with the Mekong River? Because when you say that fishermen going there,
Yep.
like that, and then also the house is collapsed by the flood, like that. They come back to the river again, or they just doesn't want to stay in near the river again.
Okay, I see. The way of to living nearby the river is still floating. I share the screen. Now you can see this is the fish. This is the fisherman got this from Mekong River, and you can see this is how's it the cliff from the top. This is a house on the top. It's about 15-meter high. So management is like not allowing this have a house underneath the line. So they can living with the river. Also accepting this the floating house like this, so they can manage to be like also this for the touristic area or something like that who want to live close to the river.
Mm.
Yeah. So they're not, of course, this is some are escaping from that side because it's that river is only the people who have authority of the area, property of area near the Mekong River. But outside of Mekong River, the geography is some area is very drought. Is the manage of the water is not come to the land. So in fact, it's people in near sides of Mekong River, they are, how to say, can live with this situation. Not to be reached by our, how to say, campaign like house, car, everything, but they cannot say like we not have a food, we not have a water to drink or something like that. During the disaster, they also come to the temple for praying to I'm not sure this kind of how to say begging or something like stop or something like that. But mostly this they may understanding that when the flood hit, but they're begging for more water for the rain when the drought. When the drought, Mekong River can be really low tide. Even the boat like this cannot go through some area of the river. It can hit to the rock or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard also about the giant fish in Mekong River. Do you know this?
But then which one?
Giant fish in Mekong River.
Oh, giant fish. Yeah. Fish. Yes. Yeah.
What kind of fish is that?
Is wow. Good question. Okay, you don't need to know this is the scientific name, right?
It's a catfish, something like catfish?
It's catfish. Mekong catfish. It's really big size. The original one is can be weight like 200 kilograms or upper, and size it can be like upper than 3 meter long.
Wow.
Yes. So it's quite big, gigantic fish of the world. But that is very variety of archive. The gigantic fish of the world is have like two type. I say without a skull and skull fish. Yeah. So this one is without skull. So it's like skinny and is I say soft surface like that. Yeah. Wow. I can show you. Okay, wait.
Wow.
But it's small. It's totally small, and it's changing. We call that catfish is breeding.
Breeding.
Yes. Many people believe is know the original species of that type of the fish in Mekong River. So that fish is kind of breeding, is hybrid between that Siamese Mekong catfish and this with Pangasius catfish. Because this Pangasius is can live in the capacity habitat. But the size of that fish is going to be smaller.
Yeah, I think with that size, it's mean like Mekong River is quite rich with the food for fish, like when you shrimp or thing. So I think the size is maybe the size is getting smaller if the food supply is more and more less.
Yeah. And also this is the way this is the fish is swim is from the bottom of the Thai area, Thai territory, to can be up to near the Laos, I mean Chiang Khanh and Lei. But during the time this is with the dam and this is low tide, the fish cannot cross to the stone or the rock this is on the ground of the river. So they got like captive area or something like that. so that they not cannot go further like this. Yeah, like before. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just interesting during the war situation, because
Mm,
river in Indonesia also have a creepy story and also a beautiful story. So some creepy
mm,
story is like during the, not during the war, that during the genocide of the 1965. It's mean the genocide of the communist
I
people.
see.
If you heard about that, and then if you read the news, the story about that, so many innocent people genocide, and then sometimes the body they put on the river like that.
Oh,
During that time, so when I heard story from the old people, like they can say that river is going to be red because of the,
red.
yeah, because of the blood of the,
Uh-huh.
and then also in that time people don't want to eat fish from the river because they think that the fish eat the crop of the body.
I see.
So how about the Mekong River? There is a something story like during the war that creepy thing.
We still have that, and is very brutal. Um, I mean, it's not like fight, but it's we fight with our government who not actual, I would say, protect people.
Hmm.
That you see this on the share screen, right?
Wow.
There's the body of the protester. Uh-huh.
My God.
So they got kidnapped and found floating in Mekong River a few years ago, and that they slot say the belly, and they inject piece of concrete
Wow.
and tied together. They thought they said the heavy of the concrete can bring that corpse not floating,
Mm.
but unfortunately, the truth of the nature is it show itself. The gas content, and this is floating the corpse. Even this is the concrete still in the body.
Wow, so creepy. Yeah, we have this experience during the dictator of the Suharto activist.
Yeah, you also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but uh, with the kind of the people this is disappearing or kidnapped this. Suharto did this also.
Yeah, Suharto did many until now, like
Joko Widodo.
Jokowi no Suharto, the dictator from the past.
Uh-huh.
Because that time like military like control everything in the country. So
Mm.
the dictator is the five-star general, and then he can control everything with the military, and then he also put the fear everyone.
Mm.
If we protest something, and then they will call we are communists. So in Indonesia, there is a doctrine that communist is the enemy of the nation.
Yes.
So when the government said you are communist, and then so it means like you are the enemy of the nation, of the country,
Yeah.
like that. So
Same here too. Yeah. Our protester, whatever, protest about the environmental, protester about this the starving, protester about this democracy. They really say you are communist. We protest about the democracy, how we go to communist.
yeah, it's true. Politics is crazy. Yeah, using this ideology also here, like, but now it's very different actually. because the government try to fix actually. Some people want to see the reconciliation during the communist genocide. So we want the country make a statement like for the forgive, or we want them tell the truth about the situation during the 65. But still the power of the military and old people and some conservative people, they don't want the government tell the real case of the genocide of the 65. Yeah, it's mean like now the conservative party like religion or something, they tell that the government now is pro to the communist people, and then they make a story that the communists is rise and they will take a revenge like that. But
Wow.
that actually is not true, because some activists and then want to not a revenge, but it's like a Germany talk about the Nazi.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Reconciliation. We want that to learn about the history. We hope that this will not happen again in the future. Like that. That's what we want. But the conservative party or people, like, they think like this is kind of what is called open the wound, and then it make people uncomfortable, and then they don't want.
Yeah. Hey, I have some question.
Okay.
During this is Joko Widodo government, is more democracy in Indonesia, right?
Yeah.
But also this make a lot of conflict with these conservative people
Yes.
who want in charge to change the ecology of the nation, because it's the changing of the ecology of the nation. It means it's like a mining the natural resources can came back to this the property or the trust or something, like return back to themselves, right?
Yeah.
How this is Joko Widodo fight with this group of the people, or they allows just pay the tax and it's fine or something like that?
The government can do like more like high level action. If you talk about the mining and then also the ecology, I think for now, for example, the government try to make a less permission to open the forest for the
Less permission.
Yeah, because in the government before it's about more than 2,000. If I don't, I will say again. I will check the
Okay.
number. I think it's about more than two. I think I will say the forest. I will show you the share screen.
Yeah.
So during the president before Jokowi, so the permission of the plantation is about more than 2,000, I guess, and then Jokowi is only about less than about 600.
600. You mean before this is about agreement to deforestation is more than 2,000 people, right?
Yeah. During the SBA in the 10 years is highest number of the permission of the open the plantation.
See.
I have to That's the real number. I just read somewhere and then I forgot.
Okay, but they have a kind of idea to return it back to be a forest or not? Or this is the land is already open to be a farming, or there's a palm plantation? It's going to be like a forever palm
Mm.
plantation. It can return back to the forest.
Mm.
No?
So I think there is a regulation like this. So there is a people forest,
Mm.
and then also there is a forest, but not the national park.
I see.
Yeah, not the conservation area. So usually it's open by the conservation area. But the problem in Indonesia, actually, there is a forest. It's called hutan adat. Hutan adat is mean like the forest is protected by the community.
I see.
It's owned by the community.
That,
That's the way, you know, that there is no paper. It's just, okay, this is our community forest. It's like a, but the 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 paper give the permission like, okay, you can do this forest. The people want to fight with this company that want to open the plantation.
yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have a law to protect. And then I think now like the government try to make a new policy about this community forest, but it's already open. So, I mean the paper is already uh, you know, it's already appeared.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's
So
quite similar here too. In Thailand, is they have a kind of the permission like this, but often they it's got a report like the community is protect the forest by myth, or even this is by religion. Like they hanging this the you know the fabric the monk fabric, the yellow fabric to
yeah.
protect the tree. Yeah, but some area is forest is are dying by people too. Like they they bring the acidity, or even they cut the root underneath to destroy this each tree. That is make that forest gonna be, it's not like deforestation, but it's gonna be how to say the forest corruption collapse situation itself. Look like nature did,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Pretending as is nature is how to say not growing, but it is going to be uh, lower or something like that. So then the land is open for the people.
Wow.
That they are smart, but it's like
It's smart.
yeah,
That's crazy. Yeah.
crazy. Like when we found this from the photo, like all this around the tree is have this crystalline of the acid in the soil.
But
Doesn't mean this.
but with the acid that people cannot plant anything. They can?
They just dig it out.
Ah, okay. And they
And
clean.
yeah, the wow, it is many trouble in Thailand. I think this around the world. Soy itself is can sell for throw to cover another area to make this like a village or something like that. So that soil is not used for fertilizer, but just throw to fit with this land to make this the land the upper.
Wow.
Some area because it's in Thailand, there's many area there's is a swamp. Is the water lock itself. So these people cannot use that area. So if you have the land, the soil, to throw on that, that is can be a village.
Okay.
And where the soil came from, the
Wow.
soil is used, how to say, not used for anything, just as throw it like a garbage or something like that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
that is can be like many source. I didn't mean this very direction like this, the deforestation, and use a soil like that, but this is how many area. Even this is some swamp, some area this also is in the protection, but because of people, many people don't see the importance of the species of nature.
Oh.
You see the tree growing up like this.
Mm.
This is like a very scientific species, just only habit in that swamp. But people thought, oh, it's useless.
Oh.
Not the tree like size like gigantic ones, right?
Yeah.
For comparison, this how to be compared. But that size of the tree, perhaps this is used to the ecology around.
Mm.
So
Wow.
yeah,
I see. Okay, Ruangsak, I
yep.
think there is a thing that not that we have to go back to the curatorial.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the tell me about your project for the pollination. Like, what do you want to do, and then about your work during the exhibition. The exhibition will be.
uh, Normally, this in my every project is I use the real object or found object.
Mm.
So normally this I don't really build something, but I just transfer some object from that real site to the gallery or museum site and try to show the meaning comparison to the people, or even there's some kind of myth or some belief underneath is connect related together with this is that object that I found. But this project, because this is site comparison site is huge, it's about 900 kilometer of Mekong River.
Mm.
So even I got the whole totally found object from each kilometer, no gallery can fit. I would like to make this the diorama of Mekong River that I made by myself and covered by the fine dusty soil from each area that is possibly to got, and already prepared. Some friend of mine is living nearby the Mekong River. They are kept collection of the soil and already ready to send it to me. Uh-huh. Now this is full area, so I hope this is during the time this I build this diorama will be on time. But some area I cannot go, like near the Golden Triangle. That is too far, and this is I have no friend there. And well, 1 minute, I will come back a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. This kind of the piece of the diorama is made by paper. So after this, I will use a glue to fix that shape. So it can be a more harder. It's not like soft like this, and cover the soil is on this. And that is only a piece. So it can be continuous more than this. I think it's probably it's like 200 or 300 pieces continually to be a shape of Mekong River. And each
follow the Mekong River.
Yes, and that each area of this is have to according to by the topography of Mekong. Yeah. So it's actually it's going to be like a diorama of the geology of Mekong, but is in the different high or low, and this should shape itself. Like some area like Bungan is quite a mountain size, so it's quite hard to build something like this. So it may take time to build like a piece of the geology. Yeah. This one, this is a sketch that I'm gonna do. So this, what I say, this is a diorama. And a carcass of this is plant of fish that I found that's going to be used to build that diorama, and it's hanging from the ceiling. Okay.
Nice.
But yeah, I hope this will be something like that. I also use a carcass, the dead species. This is to include with this in the diorama. So in the diorama is also have a smell.
Oh, nice.
Of something decomposited. And this is my meaning of this the project. This excavated God is mean the God underneath, and this is still decompositing. And decompositing is doesn't mean the bad thing, it mean the fertilizing. Yeah.
So usually my work is I made it's like a diorama like you make. But usually my work is diorama when people go in the diorama.
I see. Yeah.
So, the project that I made before is like it's a mural with the landscape when people go in, and then they can feel like they are inside the landscape itself. Like that. So in this pollination project, I want to put the feeling, the painting like this, like mural, and then people go inside, and then people can feel like the feeling, the texture, and then also the gesture of the landscape about the mining. And then I also want to make people feeling in the work, like the story, also the spirit, the history, and so I want to make like painting all the landscape around with all the situation about the mining and also about the Merapi. And then also I will make a tent that people can go inside and feeling about the story of the spirit. I will collect the spirit story, and then people can go inside the tent and then sitting and then listening the ghost story or the spiritual experience story about the Merapi, like that. So the work that I make like this is made with charcoal, and also the charcoal, the wood from the Merapi. The wood, make a wood become like this. Like this.
Yeah.
And then ground it, and then mix with the water, and then also.
I see. Well, it's really fine charcoal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I have to choose like different wood have a different texture. So this one is fine because usually like the wood in Merapi is not like thick wood. It's the wood usually like alamanda. Namanya pohon apa? Alamanda apa kaliandra? Oh, I'm sorry, kaliandra.
Kaliandra.
Kaliandra, not alamanda. Kaliandra. we'll see the Kalyandra.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh, hey, that's a strange,
Yeah,
Kalinda.
Kalyandra. So Kalyandra, so people in Merapi, they plant Kalyandra also to protect the land from the from the erosion, like that.
I
And also
see.
they can use Kalyandra also to feed the animal. So Kalyandra is also to prevent like a landslide.
That's light. Yeah.
Because the root going like this. Like mostly like this side is Kalyandra trees. Because the root is so the root of the Kalyandra is very what is called like a lot of root, not like deep, but a lot of root, and then they can guard the land the land from the landslide. So the root grow very fast. Also they're very easy to spread, and then they will not become the what is called endemic. No.
Invasive.
Yeah, they are not invasive. They very and then they have a very nice circulation thing, because when it's in the dry season like that, they will look dry, but actually they still alive. Yeah, this Kalyandra.
We have another plant. Is some species of mimosa.
What kind of?
It came from Brazil, and these people used to stop the erosion. Stop this is from the landslide or erosion, but this now is make a big problem in Thailand because that species is mimosa partis or something like that is itself the root is can stay as you saw as you say is like calendar is grow fast and big and go deep, but itself is can stay forever, cannot destroy, and is quite a bit toxic to the animal.
Okay.
And each brand is have a thorn, so it's not easy to destroy it after this. Yeah.
Okay, so the Kalyandra is easy, and then
look like friendly. More than this is what the plant that Thai used to. And it's like now is in Mekong River also is. Besides of my body, that is what I said is the mimosa. So, and it's spread around at the Mekong River in Thai side, in Thai Mekong Thai territory size. That what where it is I walk is also the bottom of Mekong River. So in fact, is you can cross from Thailand to Laos. Long time ago, I thought by myself, I assumed by myself, Mekong River is like a very big, gigantic river, and it's very deep. But from myself, when I go there, I understanding this is Mekong River is when you saw this, some people can walk through underneath of the bottom of the riverbed of the river. It's amazing, and it's like how is possible this, and when you know this situation of phenomenon is man-made, it's not nature, so it's going to be more regret from this, not only the people nearby the river, but it's therefore the total ecology. Because when man-made, it means it's not preparing. Of myself, I do believe this. situation of nature is have a continued developing. So each one is not really collapsed together, but is flow dynamic itself. But when it's made by people, it's something missing together, and then it's going to be destroy another. So this picture is may answer something is during the drought, but this drought of Mekong River, it doesn't mean dry until this you can walk through the ground. So it have a lot of crabs, small crabs here, but crab also die. I mean, should we have a little bit of the water on the surface of this, and this small animal can survive. But this area is not possible. Yeah. So that experience is quite extremely for me because it's changed from my understanding this is the geologic and something like that. Also with this the question of the myth the people believe because they believe is have a kind of the ghost living in the Mekong River, and the ghost is somehow they are kidnapping the people. It's kind of sarcastic. When Mekong dry like this, where the ghost can escape, and how they can kidnap the people. Yeah.
What's the name of the ghost?
It's called Pi Khon Nam. This stay on the upper of Mekong River. The ghost itself, it means the ghost have a lot of hair, not the transportation of the water. So Khon, it means the ghost cover a lot of hair and have how say the drop of the water on the surface of the hair. Pi Khon Nam it means this. In fact, this is the shy die in the river, and they have a lot of hair with this water itself. Yeah, it's quite scary. It is if you saw that on Mekong River, and this have the rock surface and have one child sit on the top of that. That this should be a ghost, not a human.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there is something like forbidden to do in the Mekong River, like.
Yeah, it's quite have a lot. It's have a rule when you're gonna fishing. It's have a season of fishing. If you if you're fishing without praying for the god of the river, you will not get a fish again.
Oh.
It's like kind of this totally bad luck. Or even this during the time, you will not how to say bad word. Not saying retiring, not saying this is something this is disturbing the god. Yeah. But you have to when you got the first fish, you have not so sure this is the direction. You have to slot a chicken to the river first, or after you get the first fish and you slot the chicken to the river.
Oh, okay. The small chicken or the big chicken?
I found the feather should be big chicken. Yeah.
It can replace with something like bubble tea.
Bubble tea. I'm not so sure.
So actually, like Merapi is everyday thing that almost everyday thing that we saw in the city, because that Merapi is because it's very close. Like every morning when we go to work, we see the top of the Merapi. it's like a god. It's like a something there that very mighty and then very agung, apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya?
Magnificent.
Very magnificent that we saw. Like that. So people go to Merapi, also people really proud that we have Merapi. But in the same time also, actually like Merapi have so many things that we can learn, or so many layers that like connecting together. For example, like before I went to the Merapi, like usually for sport, like hiking, and I did climbing the Merapi until the top, around 2000. So I see like this Merapi is magnificent and then quite tough, and then later when I do the research with for the pollination, so many things that actually that I don't know. For example, like when I work with the Mira, and then Mira said that we cannot do this, we cannot do that. I mean, why? For me, like it's just nature that I can just walk through and then just go there and then climb up. And then there is a thing that Merapi people believe, and then that we have to follow this rule. For example, like when we go to Merapi, we cannot say something bad first.
I see.
Forbidden to say bad thing. Is forbidden also to talk about the spirit. Yeah, it's like a you cannot talk about the ghost. You cannot talk about the spirit when you climb the Merapi. And then another thing, like we cannot say something like unoptimistic, because if we already have something like pessimistic, and then the whole situation is going bad. And then another thing, like when I work with the Mira, actually, like people, more sensitive people, can see the sign of the spirit. Usually, like when we want to go to the Merapi, actually we have to talk with the people have a sensitive feeling and have had experience with the Merapi. They know that we can go or not, and then they know that they can read like the situation that this is very safe to climb and this is not safe to climb. Sometimes like it's very tricky when we see like the weather is so bright, and then yeah, it's safe to go like that, and then suddenly like it's going to rain like that. So before we go to the Merapi, usually like Mira already know that and ask people like, this is okay to climb? Yeah, it's okay to climb. And then we climb the Merapi like that. And then that the Merapi is very beautiful side. And then another side is the sand and mining. For me, like before, like yeah, they took the sand because they have to took the sand because the sand is in the river. During the eruption 2010, the sand going to the sand, and then the eruption, the volcanic going to the river. It's called Kaliboyong. It's like the jalur apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya?
Track.
It's the track for the volcanic eruption. So they have to take the sand because they have to replace for the next eruption. So the track should be empty. So the next eruption they can fill again the track. It's like a cup that emptying the cup and then pour another thing like this. And because the sand mining is very, very big, even like what is called very greedy like that. So the big company like take with the big machine and then take all the sand, and then it's very fast to get empty. There is a limitation to take the thing. But after it's empty, they 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 want to still have a sand, and then they're trying to make this track become like this. So from this, it's become like more and more and more and more until near the village. Like that. And another thing that I see also, they are not only taking the sand from this cliff, from the track, they also taking the sand from the people village. Yeah, that's the thing that I want to show you the picture. But I think I just go there yesterday to see this thing. I'll show you like this. The house.
Yes.
And then this is a road like this. So this is not in the track of the volcanic eruption. This is in the village. So during my research, so people can sell or rent the sand from his land to the sand miner. Okay, you can took my sand, and then they have a contract. How many meter? Like 10 meter. Okay, 10 meter deep, 10 meter deep, and then they pay the contract. They pay the 10 meter deep for the sand. Merapi, when Merapi erupted, it's not about something like disaster, something like very painful, but also something like the new economic will grow, will become like that. So my research project is going to tell a story about this story from Merapi about the sand mining, and also about because actually like in Merapi there is a way that we call it like local wisdom or apa? Yeah, like local wisdom. Like we can take something from the Merapi, but not too much. Actually, like people, it's very very normal taking the Merapi sand, but the local wisdom said that not too much, and then they have to do with the traditional way, not with the big machine. There is a big war in the Merapi, like not only for the small miner, but also the local government and also the big company. They're going to fight to take this gold. Wow!
This is stone from Indonesia.
It's a floating stone?
Yes. This cell is for a plant, like a cactus plant.
Yeah.
And they sell it a lot. They sell like the big bag, 100 kilograms of the stone.
Yeah, I never find the stone, the floating stone from Merapi. But actually the floating stone come from the more like I will see. We have some, but not in Merapi. But because mostly Merapi more like a very hard stone,
dense rock. Yeah. Uh-huh.
rock, like heavy thing.
Mm-mm-mm.
So,
Yeah, one question. Last week, I saw this from the news, like BBC or something like that. It have report about the eruption of the volcano. It's near Merapi, right?
yeah, it's Merapi.
It's Merapi itself.
Yeah.
Eruption. Yeah.
Actually, Merapi now, like at night, we can see the the fire,
Uh-huh.
the fire of the Merapi. I'll show you the like this. You see?
No, not yet.
Uh, wait, the internet is unstable.
I see.
How are you, Ruangsak?
Well, is how to say that? Remove that the peaks is still continually, but now it is to be fine. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean the install this of the work of BAB Bank of Art Benale. Yeah. But it should be fine.
In Bangkok, right?
Now it's have this. Yeah, it's have a little small thing. Is have to remove it. Yeah. And you, huh?
Yeah, still working on the work. Just try to keep on track
Yes. Uh-huh.
and the work in February. That's why. So
Mm.
now like every day working like 10 hours a day.
Wow. That is too much, eh? 10 hours a day. Yeah.
Yeah, but not in the one. Hi, record ya.
Sorry, that was Maryanto's wife.
Sorry, that's my wife. Checking
Uh-huh.
my wife.
Wow.
It's okay.
Okay.
Every day like this one.
Hello. I have one question. During this is last week, this you showed this about the eruption of this Merapi.
Yeah.
Do it still eruption continually?
Yeah, it's continually still.
Earthquake?
Earthquake no, but in the volcano, yeah, there is a earthquake, earthquake, because Merapi have a cycle.
Mm.
Usually like every 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
there is a new kubah lava, like a new crater. Kubah lava apa sih?
Mm-hmm.
Lava dome. There is a lava dome. So when the form of the Merapi is growing and there is a lava dome, there is so many possibility.
Mm.
Stay and then have a big explode, or
Mm.
it will like a small eruption to like to open the lava dome, falling down slowly by slowly, like that, until it's like stop growing, and then
Mm.
10 years later it's gonna be grow again, like that. So
Mm.
like that. This time it started in 2016, 2018, because the last one is 2010, the big eruption, like really open, like the Merapi, like a big explosion. And then 2018 start a new lava dome. It's like after 8 years. So now it's like the cycle of the 10 years, the eruption start again, like that. It's not as big as 2010. I remember 2010, because the eruption like in the morning, so we woke up and then we feel like everything so quiet,
Hmm.
so quiet. And then when we open the windows, and then like a white, everything white because dust everywhere, and
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
it does like absorb the sound.
I see.
Yeah, and then so quiet, and then like a snow, but not
Uh-huh.
a snow because it's very dusty.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And then yeah, and then we start
Oh.
treating the window and then the ventilation with the paper with everything
Mm,
to make the dust not coming. And then
mm,
in the street also, in the street, everyone use masker, and then that like crazy situation because after that time, after the eruption, there is rain.
mm.
The volcano ashes become like mud,
I see.
but hard mud, like mud, so
Uh-huh,
it's like slippery but also very hard.
uh-huh. In Laos, is how many area this is not sure this already collapsed or not, but is they want to collapse this is the rock, the stone around the area because this is can the boat cannot go through from that.
Uh, is it true like they want to build a dam in the Mekong River? Yeah.
I heard this they're gonna produce a biggest one.
Mm.
I mean, a few years we heard there's the biggest one. Now today they said it's more biggest than
Ah,
every past is from that. Yeah.
mm.
Mm.
I think yeah. The question is, what if the Laos build a dam and then is it? I don't know, like because this is a border, right? The border between Thailand and Laos. If the Laos build a dam, is it forbidden or is legal just build a dam to the?
No. In fact, this is if not so sure about that too. When think about the concerning about the ecology, should be not do the dam in some area. Okay, I can say that some area is proper to do a dam, but some area should not do that. But of course, this in each territory, uh, law, international law protection, it doesn't work in that in this area. I mean, between Thai, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, even this Myanmar, it's not work. Is crashing between each other and also this cooperation from each other too. Like Thai give the funding to Laos to produce this the dam.
Mm.
Then Thai is no need to make a dam in our territory. It's really shitty.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Because if do the dam in Thai territory is a lot of protection, protest, forbidden is a lot of the law. This is protect. This is preservation area, something like that. But Laos is have no rule about that. And also recently, I think just a few days ago, I heard that it's also from I think this from National Geographic too. Uh, Mekong River they found it. It's have a lot of algae
Algae, yeah.
algae bloom in
Mm.
Mekong River because the water is so thin and flow is so slow. So
Yeah.
is algae is happy to bloom it up, to growing up
Mm.
everywhere. Then I predict this in soon in a few weeks or a month when algae decomposite,
Mm.
it's gonna make a pollution in Mekong River worse than ever.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because also the pollution of the nitro
Yeah.
from the farm, also from the
Yes.
peternakan apa sih? Farm, yeah, from the farm. Because
Yeah.
also some farm the pollution of the farm is usually like nitrogen, and then also make
Mhm.
growing faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. I want to show you the.
Oh, it's pyroclastic flow.
Yeah, this is yesterday that happened yesterday.
Yes. Wow.
You see, because there is a strong wind,
Uh-huh.
the strong wind goes to the east. So Mira didn't know that this happened actually. Like, and then in the Mira place, people in Mira place like didn't know that is happening of the eruption because it goes to the east. So Mira live in the west
Yeah.
side.
For the eruption, produce a lot of the cloud and ash, and this could be interrupt this kind of the insect because this the insect they breathe by this is the tubal organelles. So with this, it could be stuck by this the cloud ash too.
Wow.
It's going to be hit the ecology. If less of insect, the bird is going to be effective.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
it is disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is could be very interesting, but this, of course, this should be really hard is to, I'll say, to investigation. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know about the insect, but usually like in the market there is a before there was a lot of Javanese tiger.
Huh?
Yeah, and then now become not rare, but I think punah apa sih bahasa Indonesia? Extinct. Now is extinct. Like,
Extinct. Yeah.
but long time ago, a lot of tiger, and also because there are tradition in Jogja and some in Java kingdom, like they catch the tiger and then they make not ceremonial but like perform in front of the palace. So they catch the tiger and then they put the tiger inside the plaza of the palace, and then people watching the tiger, and then the soldier of the palace, they are using the spear so to make the tiger stay in the plaza. It's called
The tiger is still alive.
yes, it's called rampokan. So during that time, it's become forbidden because it's make the tiger become rare. I will show you the
Oh, I see.
yeah like this.
But wow.
The real one. You can see. Yeah, like this. And then the tiger become rare, and then until before in Java, a lot of tiger like this.
I show you something.
Oh wow!
It's quite interesting. It's about the Naga. They believe in Mekong River, but of course this is not totally Mekong. It's like uh, it's from China, Burma, north of Thailand, uh, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. That shape this is transformation, and they believe this is how original these two type of the snake, like of course the dragon from China and also this snake without the horn, you know. So this type of naga, this is transformation from that to type of that. Yeah, I really like this. It's like kind of like look like a genetic parents or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Head. Okay. So
But
in how many dragon that they believe in Mekong River? One or two? Like couple or?
no, it's kind of is how to say. It's not about the number, but it's mostly about they believe is how a creature things live in there, so that they don't count the number. Yeah, but it's kind of the myth between that. I mean, they said every hole underneath of the rock, they are living there.
Oh, okay.
So belong to river is have many hole of the rock. I don't know, maybe 1,000, 10,000 or something like that. So they believe this is have naga or something like that. Yeah.
In Merapi there is
And
Antaboga. In Java there is Antaboga. Antaboga is also the naga.
naga,
Yeah.
can you help me to show this picture or something?
The Antaboga, yeah, I can show you.
Yeah.
Like this one.
Oh,
You see?
exactly the same, huh?
Yeah. But in
But with the wing.
Merapi there is a name, we call it Kiai Antaboga.
Here.
So Kiai is like the spiritual leader.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But if you see the transformation, you can check the Cirebon. The Cirebon naga. It's very nice to see. Like
Oh, it's like elephant.
yes, it's combination between elephant and also the dragon.
Hey, wait.
See?
What is used for with with the car? What is used for?
It's for the king.
For the king to drive it.
Yes, to drive.
See, I will share another thing after this. Uh-huh. This one is called Royal Bark Festival in Thailand. Is it like a huge boat? Uh-huh. Used
Oh.
for the king. But if you see the detail of the gold guiding ornamental, it's not naga, but it's crocodile.
Ah, it's crocodile.
Yeah, but some people believe it's crocodile because in that name is called Hera. It's not naga, Hera,
Hera
but
is.
it's transformation from it's transformation from the crocodile. But also there's some is used to be like naga too. You can see crocodile have no horn, right?
There's a horn
But
and
it's
fire.
yeah, something like that. So I love that kind of the boat very much when I saw this in my real life because it's the shape is look simply, but the ornamental is look a beast. Is during this is the raining season, the king have to drive by this kind of the boat to bring the how to say the cloth and some food stuff to the monk.
Here, like uh, the Kraton of Jogja, the king of Jogja, they own they have a power of the Merapi and also of the ocean. So
I see.
like in the ocean they have like a goddess is called Nyai Roro Kidul that also sometimes come to the keraton, like for the some spiritual event, and also Merapi also they have like a spiritual event for the Merapi. Ruangsak, can I see your work progress? Maybe you want to show me your work progress.
I think this you already see that this is kind of the prototype, and this attachment. This is the small shell to bring this in together, and this is a carcass. This the dead species that I found during the Mekong River investigation, and this is quite proper. This the map, nearly the size of that. Yeah. So I have to adjust each area and make this that kind of be one piece together. Yeah.
How many pieces?
Wow. For this paper, now is 192.
Wow.
So each one I have to make the aroma.
Yeah. Wow.
And how to bring together. Yeah. And I have to recheck this is the peak of each mountain, and the bottom of this is each valley too.
So you need to be precise, right?
Yeah, very precise. This. Yeah. I hope, but this is luckily this is not much. I mean, not much of this the mountain size of Mekong River. I mean, but it's still quite a lot, but it's not really much.
Wow, it's gonna be great. So cool.
I hope to. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.